Well, today I am with busy career mom, Christy, and she has gone through our program not only once, but now twice. And she's going to share her experience with what has happened in the program the first, second time, and just kind of how it's been for her, what brought her back to us, and all of that. So, Christy, if you're ready, share with our audience the things that you have learned, what brought you back to us, and what has happened since then.
All right. Thanks, Andrea. Happy to share with you today. So yeah, I had been through Andrea's program. I think it was about 3 years ago, 2 years ago, I think, and had really great success. I think I lost around 20 pounds, maybe even a little bit more than that at the time. Was also probably in one of the, best shape fitness wise, strength training and all that stuff helped, tone the muscles, and I was feeling really good. And, I was able to maintain it for, I'd say, about a year. And then things started to get a little wonky. I was, probably perimenopause, and then I hit menopause. And unfortunately, all the nice weight loss I had the first go around crept back up slowly. And before I knew it, I was back where I was, 2 years ago. So I reached out to Andrea and I said, "Hey, I need help. Things didn't stick, or, my life changed, my body changed, and I need help again." And so been on the program since I think July, maybe. And yeah, I'm down about, what am I saying, 20 pounds, maybe a little, maybe not quite, but and I'm back in, feeling better and in good shape, and still struggling with some of the symptoms of menopause, but we're working through them, and I expect, I have confidence that we'll get where I want to be in another month or two. So it's been a great experience, and Andrea and Tiffany have been my champions and big supporters, and are great to work with, and always around when I need help or need questions answered. So it's been a really good experience.
What would you say, Christy, is one of the harder things in the program, or just to even wrap your head around with your body now that you've gone into menopause?
It's just the things that you did in the past that worked for you don't anymore, right? It's like, and just even like little things like, I could usually drop a pound or two in a week if I needed to, with, just cutting down on what I was eating, or, eating some different things. And now I was just telling Andrea, like, I feel like, it's a lot harder to lose a pound or two. And when I could do it in a week before, now it might take 2 weeks, or, you know, um, and even just, your sleep gets out of whack, and trying to get, a good night's sleep is harder than it used to be. And there's all these changes going on in your body that you don't necessarily understand or know how they're impacting you. Like right now, I think I'm getting a hot flash. So
It's okay. We're here for you, girl. Oh my gosh, they're the worst. Yes. Well, our body just kind of goes haywire, right?
yeah.
And it evolves. So like what you did before, didn't necessarily stick, and then doing it a different way, testing your hormones, I think has been
Right.
a big game changer. And then there was a big like shift you had around a certain type of workout that we
Yeah.
were pretty excited about. So if what was that change did you have?
So, I know Andrea's always been a big proponent of strength training, and even the first go around, I struggled with strength training. I just couldn't really get into it, and it was probably one of the first things I stopped doing once things started going haywire, which, in hindsight, probably wasn't the best decision. But now that I'm back, I am doing strength training 3 days a week in the mornings. That was the other big change. I was trying to do them in the evenings after work. Now I'm doing in the mornings before work. So it's a priority, right? Because, in the evenings, a lot of things get in the way of your life. But first thing in the morning, usually you can pretty much guarantee that'll get done. So, yeah, it's been a surprise for me too that I'm actually motivated, internally to do it versus having Tiffany or Andrea say, "Hey, it's on your plan for today." I was like, "Oh, I need to move something over here because it needs to be updated because I need to work out this morning."
I think I actually heard you say, I like working or I like strength training. And I think
Yeah.
that was like,
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah, no, it definitely feels good when I'm done. And, it starts the day off and with a total different mindset too, knowing that it's behind me and, I feel good and can, because in the past, especially, I was like, when I was like, oh, I gotta get my strength training in today still, I was doing it in the afternoons or evenings. And now it's like, oh, it's behind me, move on.
I know.
So,
It's so fun to hear that shift. And it sounds like you're more attached to now that you've done it more, you know how much better you feel and then what
yeah,
your body is kind of shaping.
yeah,
Like, so you're like, okay, I
yeah,
can, I'm not always like running to the weight, but
right.
I do know I'm going to do it and I like it a little.
Yeah, I was looking just yesterday on Amazon to get some little heavier dumbbells. So,
This to me is like gold. Well, what more would you like to accomplish, or do you feel like, okay, second go around, I'm going to spend a little more time on this, or,
yeah,
this is what I'd like to kind of do.
yeah. So first go around, I felt like I wasn't when the program ended, I felt like I wasn't quite prepared to, continue on. And so that was one of the things, Andrea, you and I talked about is when I signed up for the second time, I'm like, I need a little more support towards the end of the program so I can help do this, continue this journey on my own. And so obviously we've got a plan in place to address that. And I'm looking forward to, taking what I've learned from you and Tiffany and, applying it on my own. And, I'm sure if I do have questions, you'll still be around to answer even once the program's over. But really taking matters into my own hands and owning my own health and my fitness and all that. So,
I love that. And I can see you doing that 100%. And not only has it been 20 pounds, but do you feel like your body has changed in any way, like the way it looks or
oh,
anything?
yeah. Yeah, I look back at like even, my face is thinner and, I got more muscle tone in my arms, the clothes fit better. Yeah, I mean it's an all over change, I guess.
Love it. And the next thing on the docket is just getting that sleep, and that will come, and we're
Yep.
working on that. And so it's just, yeah, I think it's understanding that our bodies as women are complex, and
Yeah.
especially perimenopause to menopause, like there's a huge shift there. And so to understand and know how to work with your body is not easy, I think
No.
it's what most of us are fed. Oh, it's so easy, just eat less, move more. Like have you and you said that
Yeah.
doesn't even work anymore. So why do that?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And you can change one component of your life, but if everything's not in balance, right, it's a struggle. So,
I think that's the quote of the day. If everything's not in balance, like forget it. It's going to be hard.
yeah.
It's going to be like constantly blocking you. So yeah, that's what you do beautifully, Christy, is you do it with joy. You're very coachable, you're open-minded, and you just do what we ask you to do, even when you didn't want to with strength training. But you know what's better is
Yeah.
now you kind of like it. So I
Yeah.
think that's like the cherry on top. That's like, wow, those are really big
Right.
that you'll have forever.
Yeah, it's creating the habit, right? So, once now I don't even think about it when I wake up in the morning. I just go downstairs and get it taken care of.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much. What would you tell someone who's like, oh, this isn't gonna work for me, but, or I'm thinking about it, but
Yeah.
what would you say to them?
Yeah. I'd say trust the process, right? That you guys have put together a really good program that not only is educational, but it works, obviously. And you guys are great people too, right? It's not just, you don't just tell us what to do, you do it with, compassion, and you treat us like a friend, or a sister. And it's it's a great feeling to be a part of this organization and this program.
Oh, thank you, Christy. Well, I'm sure that will ripple effect out and you will be changing lives. And I thank you for your trust, and just letting us, let us in on this journey for you. And I love that, like sisters. I really feel that way. Yeah, I have four sisters. So I'm like, sisters are the best.
Yeah, I have one.
Aw. Well, thank you so much. And I'll be sharing this with everybody. You're
Oh,
amazing.
no problem. Thank you too.